Hello, you fellow uranium bulls. Here we are with the midweek update for uranium. Again, at the moment, the sector that I like the most. However, I do fancy gold and silver miners in a few months. I think they will do heavily, insanely well. But for now, uranium is where we going to do our midweek update. Every Wednesday, we look at where we are in time. Again, it's only 3 days. It's not much. But anyway, we will be updated and we will keep us posted on what is going to happen. So without any further ado, we will look at the spot price here. Again, down 0.5%. Again, we are in this major gap from 100 to 130. And again, it is my take that it will close. However, I do fancy that we will actually just stay here for like, let's call it half a year. Again, that's not bad for the miners. That means that, the price is just pressuring up here and we will probably go higher. I do think we need some sort of pause here just to get some sort of base in or some sort of cushion here before we go higher. But again, that's just me. That is just me. We've come a long way and I hate to see this just go vertical. I want to have a healthy stair-stepping bull market. Anyways, in the base, here we have, don't mind these small lines here. I can't remove them because then this is only some 1 hourly stuff. But anyways, basically, we did the double top here, and we're now retesting the long-term, very, very important golden trend line. That's all that there is to it. And if that holds, you want to be in uranium. You would want to be in uranium anyways, but if it holds here, we can actually do some very quick moves, and then we're gone. Hopefully, we don't break down and we need some sort of detour. The reason I'm saying detour is that I don't think this is the top of any market. If you see this kind of pattern here, we have so much good stuff going on that I think it will break and we will actually go into the highs here in 2011 easily. Not tomorrow, but that is my take. URNM, as you can see here again, also just we broke out on decent volume on the weekly, and now we have a massive green candle here, and we're getting some tiny, in compared to the green candle, obviously some tiny red candles, and we are basically now just doing the standard process of retesting the 2021 highs, and you can see the level here. So again, textbook stuff here again. People are getting bored. That's good. Twitter is not filled with, in a lot of uranium hype posts, I will say, and that's good. That's good. Same thing here again for URNJ. We broke out of that rising bad boy right here. And now basically trying to retest from above here. These kind of triangles here, the retest can go a bit deeper because you have the previous high a bit lower. So don't get worried if we get back in. You shouldn't be worried there. If you start to crack down, yes, that's a different story. But for now, we're doing a normal, healthy process of confirming the breakouts of the miners, DTFs. But if you look at the miners, some of them are still very strong, even today. So URNM against the uranium spot price. Again, we are at the lows here, trying to make some sort of bottom here. I do fancy this kind of expanding megaphone there. Let's see how it ends out. But definitely, that is a formation you don't see often. But again, it can be very powerful in either direction that it goes. So XLE against uranium, yes, indeed, we have this retrace that we talked about when we identified that big red actually candle. This is a huge downtrend, and then all of a sudden we get a massive spike down. Usually that is some sort of at the end type of move, capitulation. I do think that we are going down to visit here, but I do think we could actually see a deeper, some sort of deeper retrace. And I do think that is due because oil looks primed to breaking out of a decent setup here in the midterm, short term. Also, nat gas is bouncing here at the level, so I could see XLE outperform URNM. That's not a bad thing, but here we have URNM against commodities. Look at the double top there, beautiful. I mean, if this was a stock, taking profit here, it's not easy. But again, textbook stuff here. Just take profit, wait to get an entry, or wait to break out again. You're not losing any money. So we are here still in the rising wedge. However, I do think we will some sort of crack down, and then we will maybe some sort of outperform later on in this pattern here. URNM against Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin, you say? I think I've made it, my statement that I think if we can have if we can have uranium to outperform Bitcoin, that is hugely bullish for uranium, to outperform the best assets for the past 13 years, which is Bitcoin. Again, I want to go to the daily because we're getting a bit tight here. So we broke down from the long-term red bear flag, retest, getting back in, and now we're just coiling here. Again, if we can stay above that red line there and actually break up here, that is a false breakdown in the ratio. Usually very, very bullish, at least when you measure URNM against Bitcoin. Both can go up, but again, that would mean URNM will go up even more. Again, they can both go down, but that means that URNM will go down less. So here, I'm very thrilled to see what happens here. Right there, that is your triangle. Break to the upside, URNM will heavily outperform. Again, we can also easily go down, and then you have the opposite side of that coin. But very interesting moment in time there for the ratio. URNM against the Nasdaq, good old Natty. No, that's Natgas. The Nasdaq. I'm sorry, the Nasdaq. Anyways, double top scenario here. Well, not double top. We're just fighting with that trend line here. A bit of a peak above, down again, testing the top of the bull flag. So no worry yet, but definitely I would have preferred to stay above and then we go higher. Let's see. This is usually, as mentioned many times, a very good sign that we are going higher. Same for the SPY. Peaking above here now, testing the flag right there. Again, nothing new, nothing major. Are we worried if we start to do something like that, getting down below the bear flag, bull flag? Yes, indeed. That wouldn't be good. But for now, it is insanely bullish. And if we get very bearish, I will call it. You know it. I will be very objective on that point. Actually, against the XPX, long-term golden option broken, not ideal. You can see here the neckline broken, not ideal. What I'm seeing is the positive side is that we made this purple possible bull flag, and we're actually getting a bounce, at the trend line, indicating that this could actually be, and for now it is, a bull flag in the making, and that this, if it is, bull flag usually resolves to the upside. Again, having XLE outperforming SPX will help the uranium market because, both are energy. So look at this. We'll go to the monthly, guys. Uranium spot price. I know it's early, but we can celebrate a tiny bit. Still very early. However, uranium spot price is trying to, at least it has poked out of that long-term golden trend line, a 10-year resistance line for the uranium spot price when measured against Bitcoin. But for now, we're peaking. We're peaking above as we speak. Going to the daily, you can see here, or excuse me, the weekly. If we add the formation here, we are actually right there, guys. It's insanely well defined. I like very much what I see, but I do want to have more weeks closing above that blue wedge right there, and in the end take that one out. So let's just say we stay here. Oh, that would be beautiful. Let me break out. Still early, but again, a possible very good sign that the spot market of uranium is outperforming Bitcoin. Again, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin goes down and uranium goes up. They can both go up and they can both go down. But again, it means that maybe early signs that the, again, uranium market is the better place to be. Still early. I will let you know when I think it is confirmed. Nothing new here in the uranium spot price against gold, still going higher in today on the premises of gold. Silver, again, outperforming 1%. Again, overall, this is a huge, trend of change. Again, spot market has just been on a tear. Again, I will say it again, but again, this doesn't go on forever. At some point, we will get some sort of correction, without any doubt. Last but not least, I had this on forces metals against the uranium spot price. The chart forces metals itself looks really, really good. Measured against uranium, it is on the border of looking insanely good. Why? Broken here, golden wedge, long-term trend line there. We have a bit of a red resistance zone here, support and resistance zone. And again, we are just right here trying to break out from that resistance zone. And yep, that is an inverted head and shoulder. So if we get above here, 0.010, you know, the scale is a bit iffy. But again, getting about that here, that means that FSY will outperform its commodity, and that's exactly what you want in a bull market. And when this one, we have broken, retested here. So this to me looks like, as always, that the next big level to get to, and this formation often gets to that level, is the triangle high at right up here. So we have, if this pattern holds, we have still 250% outperformance for phosphorus metals against the uranium spot price. I did a video on, I think, 15 miners or so when we looked at the ratio between the miners and metals itself. Check it out. It's a few weeks old, so you have to go a bit back into the videos, you know, back in time. But anyways, I think some of the miners are charging up. I will look through the ratios after I've done this video. Maybe post maybe one or two charts, depending if there's anything worthy to post. Guys, uranium, I like the sector. I still do. Hopefully you do as well. If you stayed till the end, please write uranium rules in the comments below. Yes, a bit of hype here. I like it. It's okay, especially on a week or two after, you know, we have broken out, and now we are just trying to do a textbook retest of all the big breakout levels. And as I always say, until proven otherwise, I'm insanely bullish uranium. Nothing goes in a straight line. And now we need the last bit of confirmation to get into that monthly stage 2 uptrend for URA at least. So, guys, have a great evening. It's a pleasure to do this for you. And yeah, stay safe and sleep tight, guys. Bye.